Hello everyone, welcome back to another character review video. This week's character is Bailey Roseworth. It's been a while since a character has had a last name. And of course, the first thing I'm going to show off is the gimmick so that there is no confusion with moves in this video. The gimmick of this character is that they set up a lot of different things in order to perform moves and gain stage control. So just like a real pro wrestler, you'll be using furniture to beat your opponent to death. Also, this character is a great theme. There's a crowd like the one from Super Smash Bros. That will cheer Bailey on if she does well. Also, strong attacks make very satisfying noises, as if you're really breaking the opponent's bones. First is neutral special, which is fittingly named Chair Toss. More like a chair chuck if you ask me. The move itself isn't that strong, but it does set up for forward special, where when used near it, you will travel further. However, it won't do any extra damage. Speaking of forward special, or Shining Wizard, it's up next. This move has a setup with neutral special, as I said before, but it also has one with up special, which I will show later. Other than that, on its own, Bailey jumps forward, arms outstretched, and if the first hit lands, she will follow it up with a kick. But if you don't want the first part of the move to hit, you can hit special again while the animation is playing to just perform the kick. I have no idea why you would do this, though. Next up is up special, where you throw out a ladder. If you then use up special, you don't need to be near the ladder. You will perform a different move that can be used as a recovery tool and can break tables. The setup with side special and up special is called Moonsault, and this move has Bailey bouncing off the opponent. I guess everyone's just made out of jello. Down special has Bailey pulling out yet another piece of furniture. I swear, Bailey must have black holes for pockets. How else would she carry around all this stuff? Similar to neutral special, this move doesn't do much on its own, and is mainly used as a setup for other moves. Any strong attack or spiking move you perform when close to the table is boosted. Tables also work like mini platforms. Note that only knockback increases with the table and not damage. Now, with specials done, let's look at normal attacks. Hey, real quick, you should subscribe if you haven't already. Bailey's jab is pretty strong on its own, but some of Bailey's other moves like up tilt, down tilt, and forward tilt work as an alternative to the final hit, so you might just want to do that instead. Forward tilt is a pretty high knockback move for how quickly it comes out. Also, with the jab combo, it does 1% more if you swap it out with the final hit, so the main benefit of using it over the third hit from jab is the knockback. It sends out a higher angle. Dash attack is kind of janky to use. It stops pretty abruptly, and other than being a punch, it doesn't really remind me of pro wrestlers. Maybe if this attack did something like grab the opponent, then flip them over onto their back, that would be a way better dash attack. Up tilt is a fast, low knockback move that is a really good combo tool. The only thing bad about it is its hitbox. You basically need to be face to face with the opponent to hit with it. Down tilt is similar to Torrens from last video. It's basic. Low knockback and sends upwards. And that was the last normal attack, so now we move on to aerials. Neutral air has weak knockback, so you would think it'd be used for comboing, but nope. This move has a ton of end lag, so it's basically impossible to combo into any other aerial before hitting the ground. I have no idea what Bailey is doing in the animation for this move. Like, is it meant to be an uppercut? Why is she tucking in her legs? If anyone knows if this is a reference to something, then be sure to tell me. Anyways, this move is most definitely used for juggling. The move sends upwards, and most of the time, depending on the opponent's hitbox, you can only hit it when the opponent is in the air. Down air is not only a super strong move in terms of damage, but it also spikes. There is no sweet spot or sour spot for this move, so it's also a very consistent spike. This move reminds me of Captain Falcon's down air, except Bailey only hits with one leg here. In my opinion, back air is what neutral air should have been. Usually I expect back airs to be powerful, long end lag moves, but this one is the complete opposite. It acts more as a neutral air, having lower knockback and having little end lag. So it's more of a combo tool, but also it feels a bit awkward to use as one. Lastly for aerials is forward air, and the best way to describe this move is pretty much just down air but horizontal. They do similar damage, have similar frame data, and Bailey uses her legs to perform both of the attacks. Okay, Now for the final move section of the video, the strong attacks. And let me just say, these are some amazing strong attacks. Like I said earlier in the video, all of Bailey's strong attacks break the table, but in addition to this, they are all grabs. Now, this would be completely busted in Super Smash Bros. However, in this game, you can just parry grabs like any other move, so the fact that they're grabs doesn't really matter other than making them more flashy. Also, all of these attacks are super brutal. Gut punches, spine snaps, and neck stomps. Not only do they sound violent, but they feel like it too. You can really feel the power behind these moves when you use them. Seems like Bailey is trying to kill their opponent rather than just spar. Anyways, first for strong attacks is Muscle Buster, or Up Strong. Bailey leaps into the air to grab her opponent and then breaks their spine. Good job, Bailey, you crippled them for life. Oh wait, never mind, you just dealt 20% damage. Also, sorry, but Torn really puts Bailey to shame when it comes to jumping up high to attack the opponent. Next is Forward Strong, or Stunner. Now, with a name like this, you would think the move would act similar to Torn's down special, where you stun the opponent and then punish them, but nope, this attack does stun your opponent, but only for flashiness sake. I guess if you're getting kicked in the gut, you would be stunned for a while, unless you have abs of steel like Giga Chad. Anyways, after the initial hit, Bailey then hits the opponent with a Jawbreaker. Lastly for strong attacks is Curb Stomp. Bailey steps on her opponent after pulling them to the ground. When the opponent is on the ground, the sprite does look a bit janky, but I'm still impressed that they had the whole sprite turn just for this one move. Also, I could make a joke about Bailey stepping on her opponent here, but I'm not going to, because I'm not a degenerate. And you probably already know what I'm going to say here, but I don't like this down strong. As you probably already know, I don't like down strongs that don't cover both in front and behind you. So yeah, I don't like it, but that is just my personal preference. Well, that's all for the moves, so now it's time to take a quick look at the taunt before looking at the ults. I'm going to keep this taunt review segment brief, unlike my last video. I like this taunt. It's short, has a nice animation, and the cheering from the audience in the background is a cool touch. Alright, now we are to the point in the video where I talk about what next week's video is going to be. I have a lot of characters I have planned to make reviews on, but next week's video will not be one of them. Let's just say I'll be looking at some different kind of reviews. Alright, hello everyone, and I have Finn here now to voice his opinion on the character. We're not doing a match with the character as background footage because I didn't want the video to drag on for too long. So yeah, Finn, what is your opinion on this character?
I do not like this character at all. They're kind of just weird to play against and to play with and against. They're just weird all around. I just don't like them. I'd rate them as a beta male on our scale.
Okay, not an alpha, not a sigma, but a beta male. Alright, thank you Finn for voicing your opinion, and goodbye everyone, I will see you next week.
It doesn't even matter that they're a pro wrestler. Bye.